MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Second down, Peterman. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On 3rd down, Peterman completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Peterman to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves him with third and still 9 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 4-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 22 carries, 96 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
They go option right on second and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. The Jets out to the early lead, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, Peterman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
On second down, here's Peterman. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Gurley again here on first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Now Peterman on second down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Let's go. 3-19.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Another carry now for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Peterman to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Watch it now. Let's go. Marty, Green, here we go now. 56. Blue, 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Gone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
All right, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return is Peterson. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And Green with a catch left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. The Jets out to the early lead. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in this... second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Peterman. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. And this is complete. It's Allen. A good pick up there of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They were trying to go back to Allen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls in. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Caldwell. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Meanwhile, down in Philly, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Andrew Luck with 1 touchdown pass thus far.
Here we go. Philly, here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it. No, check. Look at blue, line it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Encroachment defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down, Peterman. Green's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward of him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes Nathan Peterman out for his next drive. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. That goes for a gain of 31. He's back to throw. They find some open field here. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They'll look to throw. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
3-19.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go. Detroit. Detroit.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that